So right here we got one of the coolest plants in Mexico. It's very common. It's a cultural icon. We're at like 7,000 feet in Querétaro. This is Cactus marginatus, the fence post cactus, and you can see it really lives up to its name. Oh, is there a piece of shit paper stuck on there, or is that just confetti? Sometimes I confuse the two. You can see the old marks for where they cut to make new cuttings to, these are probably all the same clone. You put one on the ground, cut it, and then it'll resprout new heads. You take the piece you cut, put it in the soil next to it, and you just keep doing it so on and so on until a couple months down the line, you have what's essentially a living fence. They got a little hole they got to patch right there. But it's pretty spectacular. It's a great species of cactus. They can get upwards of 20 feet tall. They got really cool looking flowers on them. And of course, like most cacti, you can see they actually have wood. They've got wood in there. They're, they've got secondary growth. So they grow up as well as out, unlike palm trees, which are monocots. I'm going down, I'm really taking you down, a whole ADD rabbit hole of plant physiology here. But you got to have wood to get, that structurally sound, to have that much, to be able to hold that much mass. I mean, think about how much one of those weighs, right? Water is pretty heavy, and that is all water. It's all water stored in that succulent cortex. Most of the volume in that is cortex tissue. It's just the white fluffy stuff. If you were to cut it open, you'd see the vascular ring on the inside, then a whole bunch of cortex surrounding it, and then the epidermal tissue and the cuticle and all that shit on the outside. But cacti are really good at what they do, growing and thriving in dry environments. All you're looking at is stems, just a whole series of stems, probably of all the same clone. Oh, look, you got some tillandsias in there too. How about that? The spines are rather tiny on these too. See, there's a little areoles, like just on the ribs. And just a hint of trichomes as well. Cactus marginatus. They might have put this in a new genus. Some of these botanists, they do the DNA, they look deeper and they say, oh, it's more closely related to this genus than this, whatever. Very impressive though. You're doing a good job, serving a function. Yeah, look at that. I like how they kept it all at the same height, just for the uniform, for the aesthetic. You're gonna cut a piece off, cut them all at the same height so that it looks better. It just looks better. You see some of these things, they can be upwards of 20, 25 feet tall. And there's where all the new growth happens, in that apical meristem. See, look how fresh those spines look. They're still kind of soft. And then once the tissue dies, the spines, because spines are just dead tissue, once the tissue dies, then it hardens off and they actually get pretty pokey. Oh, that's nice, and keep it going. Why not keep it going down the whole block? Fuck it. Looks nice out of eucalyptus. Beautiful trees, but they don't belong in Mexico. Anyway, that's all I got. Have a great day. Go fuck yourself. Bye.